Hope you enjoy everyone. Thanks for watching. This is Sellavin asking my latest view on Yu-Gi-Oh! Art 5 episode 121 and the Wicked Band. This episode was by far got me one of my favorites because, you get to see the return of the king, who the master of faster who rules the duel, was the Turbo King Jack Atlas right now. Now, Jack stunningly walking in right now, and the way he rolled around on the jungle field, as he raced around with his D wheeler. It was pretty awesome. Even though he got the intrusion penalty, it didn't matter because knowing Jack, he's not the kind of guy to let just a mere 2,000 life points just slow him down. That's true. And thanks for saying, as everybody was surprised seeing him saying, I'm surprised. Everyone was surprised. Yeah, Yuya Gonzaka Salvatore, and seeing him, and him saying, and thanks for waiting, Yuya. Sander, the instructor, saying, "Are you one of the lancers?" He says, "I'm not a lancer, but I'm one of their comrades." Basically saying, I'm with them. I'm gonna fight with them. Like seriously, like saying that I'm a lancer, but I am a fighter just the same. I'm one of their comrades. It's pretty intense when you think about it. We also get to know that Jack, peace in the city is normal again. The cops and the commons are, cooperating, and they're not fighting anymore. Peace has definitely returned to the city after what Yuya, yeah, Jack did, the efforts using their duel to unite the city. Oh, but he knows that Academy is a big threat. He knows that, well, that he can't just ignore this, and one of the people who said to go, one of the people who encouraged him to go were Frank, Amanda, Turner, the kids that Crow were watching, asking them to go. Oh, and Crow already left, so so basically he came right after Crow. It's pretty cool. However, he eventually finds out that Crow was carded, and the look on his face saying, "Did you do this, Crow?" Oh, pretty interesting. And seeing Jack versus BB was definitely all out. Even Jack summoning Red Demon Dragons right away, but not before setting a card. BB he's not intimidated right. But the others, especially the Academia duelists, the ones who are on standby watching and seeing how powerful and strong Jack is, especially how Jack displayed his power of his Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend to wipe out monsters whose attacks are lower than itself, else and deal damage. And they had no idea that a monster like that even exists. Remember, these guys are Academia's top duelists, but they've never seen someone like Jack before. So that makes sense. So it makes sense that they don't know what they're dealing with, especially if they're going to be training for these interdimensional war and going on the front lines. Jack, he making sure he takes doing his best. He even set, precautions in case anyone were to counter his moves. Moves like BB. He countered uses his gladiator beast traps to protect his monster, but also do damage, and at the same time making sure he doesn't suffer at all. Apparently he learned a lot, especially from when he watched the Yuya duel, especially when he was in the last round of the duel when Yuya had only a mere 100 life points left. He still dueled with all he had. It seems that he definitely learned something from his duel with Yuya. And remember that probably made Jack an even better duelist than he was before, and I can't wait to see what happens. As it's definitely awesome. But seeing this is definitely very good because we get to see that Jack, he still got it. Him going up against BB, but then things start to take a different turn as Sander, the instructor, enters the duel. Seeing this, especially with BB, he looks like he was about to get wiped out, but Jack, he couldn't make his move, because of one of his monster's effects. It's definitely pretty interesting when you see it. Seeing this guy, and this guy also uses ability that he uses like two monsters, Test Tiger, Test Ape, and he uses them to fusion summon, and Gladiator Beast Tamer Editor, like As a tamer is supposed to be someone who controls creatures, like a master, you know. Like basically saying I'm a master and I can control other beasts. And he even summoned out another gladiator beast from BB's deck, you know. Now, seeing how these two tag duel, I mean, two tag duel, seeing Sander there, there and BB versus Yuya and Jack, you know, it's definitely interesting. However, Dean started to get an even more turn as as the instructor reveals that both him and BB have to wipe out Yuya by order of the professor, and Yuya flashes back to what Renzi told him about Revival Zero. That the theory about Yuri, Yugioh, and the other all fourth dimension boys are essential to the plan of Academia's plan for dimensional domination. You know, with the Arc Area project. You know, there's still a lot of things we do not know. And Yuto and Yuya have that conversation like there's this deep voice inside our hearts, especially when all four of us come together. There's this anger inside of us, this deep voice that we have no idea where it comes from and why. Especially when all four dragons are feel, we can feel that this voice is coming out, that this thing that's consuming us, as us, which yes, no, and it leads to the theory that the fact that Akaba Leo may know who the voice is that's the side of Yuya and the others, like that voice saying we become one, overall, which just leads to speculation. I gotta watch, Dylan from Coolest Gamers video on Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything about the manga. There's some things about the manga that's supposed to be different from the anime. I mean, well then again, and they did the same thing with the anime with Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexo. They made way different things. They made a whole bunch of other stuff that Zexo didn't do that didn't follow manga. A lot of mangas and animes don't follow the same pro. Anyway, the duel continues. The others are telling Yuya to snap out of it. To keep dueling. Yuya, he manages to fight back, even doing some damage to BB, reducing his life force to a mere 300. Man, he counters by summoning trap cards and even something called Gladiator Beast 4. Dude summons out a fortress. Gladiator Beast and placing Gladiator Beast inside of it. He's waiting for his moment, his real moment, and to really shine through. But then things get even more intense as Sander he keeps putting pressure on him. It looks like BB is starting to struggle in this duel. He's starting to struggle. Saturn's ordered him, and then BB makes a move where he gets to pick a monster, and have it destroyed, and deal attack points equal to that monster's, and deal life point damage equal to that monster's attack points. Overall, he's gonna destroy them with their own monster. Sander encourages BB to use it on Jack to destroy Scarlight, and use his 3,000 path points, but instead he uses it on Sander and destroys him with Tamer Editor, which is pretty dramatic. I mean, it's obviously that he's lost control. I mean, overall. I mean, according to Sander said, BB was supposed to be their strongest warrior, raised to be the absolute strongest that Academia had. Well, I kind of doubt it, to the point where no one would beat him. But he was reduced to a savage. He had no humanity, and he wasn't treated like a human being. I bet you. And now it seems that the dog has bitten the hand that feeds it, and the hand which it bit was the one holding the leash, and now he's no longer some attack dog that you can command. He's now a wild animal that's gonna lash out at anything. Anyway, that's my best bet. And anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed the Instructor Conscribe. Thank you. This is Sellavin asking my latest review on Yu-Gi-Oh! Art episode 121. Can't wait to see what happens next. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace. Bye. Awesome.